Good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Monday, the 21st day of September in the year of our Lord 2020. The demonorats are insane in this day and age. They are saying things like, it is disrespectful for the Republicans to try to fill Ginsburg's seat before the election. Too soon. The Hildebeest Clinton said, quote, the Democrats who are in the Senate will have to use every single possible maneuver that is available to them to make it clear that they are not going to permit Mitch McConnell to enact the greatest travesty, a monument to hypocrisy that would arise from him attempting to fill this position. So in many ways, it is a terrible loss for us all. It is a reminder that she stood on the side of moving us toward a perfect union and underscoring equality, and not just for women, but for every American. And I don't want to see that legacy ripped up by the political hypocrisy coming from Mitch McConnell, unquote. Now here is where she's wrong, folks. Flashback. Liberals celebrated the death of conservative Justice Antonin Scalia. To say the left has responded very emotionally to the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg would be an understatement. Some have even suggested that it is disrespectful to her memory to talk about her replacement so soon after her death. But the political implications of the vacancy on the court resulting from her death are impossible for anyone to ignore, regardless of which side of the aisle they are on. That said, the reaction from most on the left have not been respectful, but some of them from the left and on the right have been mostly respectful from what I've seen. But I can't say the same for when Justice Antonin Scalia passed away in 2016. Nominated by Ronald Reagan, Justice Scalia was a die-hard defender of the Constitution, and when he died during the last year of Obama's presidency, many on the left could not contain their glee. David Ehrlich of Rolling Stone asked, quote, how long do we have to wait till we can openly not be sad about it? Unquote. And he also said, quote, when you go to harass women outside of a Planned Parenthood tomorrow, be sure to hold your fetus poster at half-mast out of respect for #Scalia. Both of these were said on February 13th of 2016. Charles Finch, a contributor to the New York Times, Slate, and the Washington Post, wrote, quote, I mean, if you don't want your death politicized, don't lead a repugnant and profoundly influential political life. Said on February 13, 2016. Comedian Moshi Kasher tweeted, quote, just to make sure I understand your argument, if you want me to show respect for the death of a hateful man who disrespected so many lives, unquote. February 13th, 2016. Glenn Greenwald, a journalist at The Intercept, warned, quote, don't even try to enforce the inapplicable don't speak ill of the dead rule for the highly polarizing, deeply consequential Antonin Scalia, also February 2016. Anthony Jeselnik, a supposed stand-up comedian, must have thought he was being funny when he tweeted, funny, I can actually support Scalia on this one. Alfie Kahn, author and lecturer, reacted to the news with a Mark Twain quote, #Scalia. Mark Twain said, I've never wished a man dead, but I have read some obituaries with great pleasure. This was also on February 13th, 2016. Dan Savage, podcaster and columnist, also mocked Scalia's death, quote, dedicating the rest of this week's marital sodomy to the memory of Antonin Scalia, also February 13th, 2016. Jess DeWick, a writer for The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, said this, quote, now Scalia will know what it's like to have the government own his body, unquote. Also February 13th, 2016. A writer for BuzzFeed celebrated the news with a tweet that was later deleted by her. In fact, many vile tweets reacting to Scalia's death have since been deleted. Sylvia Killingsworth of New Yorker mused, quote, "I wish I could be a fly on the wall for Scalia's chat with the devil," unquote. And she also said, "Died in a ranch in Texas. God bless America," unquote. Both of those tweets have since been deleted. Vocative senior sports editor Thomas Rios tweeted, quote, "Scalia was a monster, and no one's job entitles them to respect," unquote. His tweet also was deleted and is no longer available. There is more, but most have been deleted, and I could fill a 5-hour show with it all. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. The Democrats have a total double standard. So the next time a liberal says it's disrespectful to talk about replacing RBG on the court so soon, they need to be reminded of what actual disrespect looks like. That and the fact that they now want to pack the court and shut down the government to stop the GOP from making a pick. And we have to realize just what the Democrat Party really stands for, and it isn't the rule of law. Let me guarantee you that. In 1962, James Meredith, a black student, was blocked from enrolling at the University of Mississippi by Democratic Governor Ross R. Barnett. This was put in here just to show that the Democrats have never been for racial equality, let alone the law. But on to this subject at hand, which shows the Democrats want it their way, or they we can't have it anyway. They want the pick not to be nominated because it has never been done so in the last term, last and final term of a president. It has 29 times. And 19 of those 29 times it was with a Senate and the presidency of the same party. Ted Cruz talked about this last weekend when talking to Stephanopoulos, who was having a cow, I am sure, and he said, nominating replacements for the Supreme Court is what presidents do. Quote, "If you look at history, look at what the president is. This has happened 29 times. 29, there has been a vacancy in the presidential election year. Now, presidents have made nominations all 29 times. That is what presidents do. If there is a vacancy, they make a nomination. What has the Senate done? And there is a big difference in what the Senate has done, whether it is the same party as the president or a different party as the president. When the Senate is of the same party as the president, when the vacancy occurs in the election year of the 29 times, those were 19 times. Of those 19 times, the Senate has confirmed those nominees 17 times. When the parties are the same, the Senate confirms the nominee. When the parties are different, there were 10 of them. Eric Garland was one of them. Of those 10, the Senate confirmed the nominees only twice. And there's a reason for that. It's not just your party, my party. The reason is it's a question of checks and balances. And in order for a nomination to go forward, you have to have the president and the Senate. In this instance, the American people voted. They elected Donald Trump. A big part of the reason they elected Donald Trump. It is because of the Scalia vacancy, and they wanted constitutionalists on the court. And a big reason why they have a Republican majority, and they were elected in 2014, re-elected in 2016, and made even larger in 2018. A major issue in those elections is the American people voted and said, we want constitutionalist judges. And so the president was elected to do this, and the Senate was elected to confirm his nominations. Unquote. You could hear Stephanopoulos, or step all over us, as Douglas V. Gibbs calls him, trying to interject at the end. But there is a way that the system was set up, and the Democrats are working overtime to overturn everything the people have voted for, and they have brought out the big microphones of the snowflakes and the criminals and the rioters to push their agenda, to destroy what the people voted for in the last several elections. And the interesting part of this is, they, the Democrats, don't even see that. Not one little bit. They're pushing to destroy the way this nation was founded, because at this point in time and this place in our history, it doesn't help them take back power at all. And they all know it. They all know it to a person. Thank you all for joining me today, and I wish to say to you all to Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and my BitChute channel too, so that you can be informed as to when my next video comes out. And as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. And we have to stop allowing this to be done, because that is what the left wants, to rule us. This is Robert the Infidel, and I'll see you all again on Wednesday. And remember, NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold is brought to you through Conservative Nation Media, where America always wins. Tomorrow is my Tuesday show, and of course, on Saturday, Black by Color Only is back with Vincent Brown, and on Sunday is American by Design with our own Uncle Bing Fisher. Have a blessed day.